Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Des Moines Junior Bucs Hockey. Got your 12U White team here wearing their baby blues with red breezers playing against the Mora Mustangs. I got a horse-themed opponent weekend for us lined up. This is the third place game at the River Falls tournament, Wisconsin. After a tough loss last night, put us in the third place game. See how we do here. I haven't heard how well this Mustangs team is playing. Run through the roster real quick for you as they have 3 minutes up there for warm-ups. Number 14, Quinn Baker. 13, Nason Bentz. Number 10, P.J. Brown will be in net for this one. 44, Elliot Buckland. Probably be on the bench after playing the second game yesterday. We got number 11, Redford Dupass. Number 5, Carson Follis. Number 1, Sawyer Goldie. Number 20, Graham Hildebrandt. 87, Xander Marin. Number 9, Luke McDaniel. 46, Taylor Pembroke. 77, Tucker Smith. 37, Liam Story. 54, Xander Van Tilburg. 82, Brock Welch. Number 88, Levi Yohe. I'll let the kids continue warming up. I'll let you guys watch, and I'll tune back in right before the game starts here.
We ask that good sportsmanship be shown at all times. Cheer your team on in a positive manner. This is a zero-tolerance facility, and this will be enforced. Good luck to both teams. Let's play hockey. Hey, what do you say? Let's go back.
I do not own the rights to any music that may appear in this broadcast here, just in case that matters for copywriting issues. Starting lineups are coming out. Levi Yohe at center. On wing, looked like it was from Dupass. Didn't connect. Kept in on the line by Bentz. Yohe coming across, almost got a shot. Dupass tries a couple times as well. Right in the middle, McDaniel got a feed. One-timer wide left. Mustangs try to clear. Kick deep by Yohe. McDaniel gets checked in the boards and he falls down on him. Look like Dupass maybe got a shot. Puck's right in the middle now. And Mustangs come away with it. It is Mustangs dump it into the corner and go for a shift change here. Yohe to Smith, didn't connect. Puck back to neutral. Hildebrandt with it, skates around one. Smith is offsides. Story at center for the faceoff here. Wins it back to Marin. Marin's pass to Hildebrandt is intercepted. Back and forth. Puck hit the ref there, it looked like. Mustangs with it on their side now. Puck intercepted by Smith. Pass across the middle, connects to Hildebrandt, couldn't get the shot. Puck kept in by Hildebrandt, and now Van Tilburg, long shot. It's up high. Hildebrandt couldn't get a shot off. Mustangs with it down deep, going around the back. Up the far boards, Marin back on D. Forced wide. Tries to come across the middle, puck's right in front. Still almost got a shot off. Even though he's skating through 3 Bucs players there. Gets it back, shot off the post, into the corner. Story collects it. Rebound off the corner. Story to Hildebrandt, doesn't connect, and they stay on sides, but just barely. Like a hook from Story, no call. Wallace brings it in, quickly has it stolen. And good stick from Bentz, almost a breakaway for him, but he forced the puck loose, picked up by Goldie. Goldie behind the net, pass up to Welch. Welch pass up to Follis, connects. Follis dumps it towards the net, sends it wide. Behind and picked up by the Mustangs. Dropped there. Follis pins it against the boards, trying to come away with it. Comes out up high. Bentz can't get there, but kept in by Pembroke. Into the corner. Mustangs with it. Follis couldn't do anything with the puck. They try to clear. Back up to Bentz on the line. Goldie up close. Forces a pass. Mustangs connect. Pembroke can't keep him in. Sticks lifted. No offsides, but he forced him off his skates. Got to get back on sides. Mustangs collect it in neutral. Pembroke slowed him down. Puck forced around the back. Goldie will chase it. Sends it up the boards. No one's home for the Bucs. Tapped off by Bentz to do pass. Redford connects to McDaniel. Right up the middle, but puck is forced wide after he had to skate through 2 players. Kept in for the moment by Yohe. Yohe tried to skate around a player, but skated through him instead. No check is called. Mustangs with it against the boards. Long shot, hits Pembroke's skate. Cleared out by Smith. Smith to Redford. Redford can't handle it. And offsides the call here against the Mustangs. I'm glad the stream is up and running. If you didn't hear, Sideline, the app that I'm using to stream these games, they have a limit on how many games they can push to YouTube. Yesterday, because our game was so late, and with wrestling, basketball, and everything else kicking in, they exceeded that limit, which prevented me from being able to stream. Shot here across the middle. It sits in the crease and blocked by PJ. .807 left in the first. Score tied at 0. Story lost the face-off. Mustangs with it, sending it through the crease. Puck ends up with Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg tried to connect to Hildebrandt. Was kept in on the blue line for a moment. Now it clears out. tripping call against the Mustangs. Des Moines goes on the first power play of the day. .88 at center, wins the faceoff. Ends up high, they get around Marin. Big breakaway for the Mustangs here. PJ, great block. Puck is underneath him. Breakdown for the Bucs defense there. Face off lost by Yohi. Long shot wide, looking for a one-timer. Didn't connect, went to the corner, picked up by Bentz. Bentz centers it up to Yohi. Yohi to do pass, great play. Shot, it's in between his legs. Yohi digs, but does not see the back of the net. Goalie hopped down on it, didn't see the back of the net. 7:21 left. Lost by Goldie there. Mustang centered around the back. It's in the corner. Welch digging for it. Goldie comes in, forces it off to Follis. Follis couldn't control the puck. Mustangs tried to clear, kept him by Goldie. Tapped off his stick to Brock. He lost it to the corner, picked up by the Mustangs around the back, far corner now. Mustangs with it. Clears across, connects with Bentz for the Bucs here. His pass back to Brock. Connects, he gets forced off the puck and stays in on the blue line by Bentz. Tries to dump it deep. Sent out to center. Pembroke with it. Dangerous play there from the Mustangs. They're still looking. They come away with it. Shot looked like it went off the side. Bentz will pick it up. That's two good scoring opportunities for the Mustangs, short-handed here. We are back to even strength now, though. Pass across middle. Follis almost offsides. Parents for the opposing team are calling for it. His shot wide left after it goes off the stick. Goldie got tied up with the player, tripped him, but no call. Mustangs pass it out of the zone. Xander Van Tilburg rushing back to get this puck. He gets there before the Mustangs and clears it out. Gives it back to him on their side of the ice. Backhand pass picked up by the lefty for the Mustangs, up off the boards, and to Van Tilburg. Like Smith collided with the player at center ice. A little behind what you guys can see. Van Tilburg tries to clear it out of the center. Like he hit Baker in the chest. Drop down. Pass from Hildebrandt to Smith. Doesn't connect. Mustangs with it behind their net. Cleared out by the Mustangs. Given back to Baker. Baker cross ice. Misses Van Tilburg. Picks it up off the boards and passes up to Hildebrandt. Into the zone. And a shot off the side. Around the back. Picked up by Smith. Smith passes to himself off the boards. Nobody's posted up. Trying to clear. They will. Van Tilburg controls and offsides here against Des Moines. 5 minutes left in the first. Drop this one at center, it looks like. Yohi wins the faceoff back to Pembroke. Up to Redford. Redford trying to pass it off. Comes, bounces right in front. McDaniel didn't get a shot, but he will there, and the goalie jumps down on it. Mustangs trying to clear. Redford strips it, sends it back behind. Far side, Marin rushing up to get there. Tapped it off. Yohi sends it deeper. Redford in pursuit to the corner. Clear back up to Yohi. Marin gets there. Aaron to Yohi to Pembroke. Pembroke dumps it in. Across the middle. Shot wide left from Luke McDaniel there. Yohi passes it, trying to get back to Marin. Just dropped it for him. Not sure it was intentional, but Marin with it down low. Dropped it right in front. Nobody there to get the shot home. Yohi dumping it around back. Marin posts back up on the point, and a pass intercepted by Redford. Redford centering to McDaniel. Bounces over his stick to the near corner. Mustangs try to clear. Pembroke slows it down. Squeaks back to neutral now. Taps it back and gives it back to the Mustangs on their own blue line. Oh, Marin got out of position there. Backhand shot blocked by PJ. It's on the boards. This one looks like it's going to go for icing. Face off won by Goldie. Connects to Bentz. Bentz to Welch. Can't control it. Send it back to the crease. Gets deflected by Baker wide. Bentz with it, trying to clear it out. Hits a stick though. And breakaway opportunity for Fallis. Fallis tried to put the brakes on. They struck the puck. This one squeaks back out. Sits in the middle. Mustangs come away. Baker sends him wide. Pass right across. Fanned on a shot. Tried again. This one through the crease. Ends up on the far boards. Stick lifted by Fallis. And he sends it. Oof, almost hit a ref in the head. When I say ref, I mean coach. Story at center for the faceoff. 2:15 left in the first. Puck comes across. Hildebrandt tried to clear. Kept in by the Mustangs. Pass across through the skates. In the corner. Mustangs with it centering. It's through Van Tilburg's skates and ends up with Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt can't connect to Smith. Gives it back to the Mustangs on their side. Long pass connects on the blue line, drops it off and stripped by Smith. Tucker connects to Hildebrandt. Graham pass across off the skates of Smith, but couldn't control it. Dumped back the other way. Baker with it. Baker hits a player against the boards. They pass across the middle, picked up by Van Tilburg. Sander pass up to Graham, doesn't connect. It goes for icing. Puck's down. It's won by Yohi. Center on the boards, trying to connect to McDaniel. Squeaks out to neutral. Mustangs with it. Turnover there. Redford couldn't do anything with it. McDaniel comes in, steals it. Connects with Yohi. Looks like a penalty is being assessed. A trip against the Mustangs. Back on the power play for Des Moines here. Minute 5 left in the first period. Second power play opportunity for the Bucs. Yohi at center. Wins it to Redford. Redford to Marin. Marin long shot, sinks it wide. Across the crease. Mustangs pick it up in the corner. Dump it around behind. Redford to Pembroke. Pembroke shot. Blocked. Shot from number 46. Now the Mustangs come away with it. Pembroke and Marin back on D. Marin trying to send him wide. And a pass to the center. Stays in the zone. Center's right up. Pembroke steals it. Goes the other way. Pembroke has it stripped at center ice and dumps it in. Goldie in pursuit. Mustangs send it for icing. 6 seconds left and 31 seconds left on the power play for Des Moines here. Score tied at 0. One or two good score opportunities for Des Moines. A couple more for the Mustangs. First goal is going to lead to some good momentum for whoever gets it. Goldie wins it back to Bentz. Bentz shot, sinks high. Maybe floats high. Puck against the boards, and that'll do it for the first period. 25 seconds left on the power play. And I'll tune back in with you for the second. Score tied at 0. First intermission's over. Getting ready for the second period here. Starting lineup, Goldie at center, Follis and Welch out there as wingers. On defense, Xander Van Tilburg and Asa Bentz. Goldie wins the faceoff, back to Bentz. Bentz dumps it through neutral and picked up by the Mustangs. Tapped out of reach by them. Van Tilburg connects to Follis, drops it behind him. Goes around the back. Van Tilburg with it, shoots wide. Off the backboard, Welch pins it. Goldie dumping it deeper. And Mustangs coming with speed. Pass across, broken up by Bentz and offsides. Sent a player back there just cherry picking, waiting for a pass. Story at center for the faceoff, wins it back to Marin. Marin pass across, trying to connect to Story. Didn't get there. Mustangs dumped it other way. Oh, dangerous pass across the middle. Mustangs intercept. They have it up high. Story slaps his stick. Long shot. Oof. Marin trying to block it, deflected it up high. Back to even strength as the Mora Mustangs score their first goal of the game. Off the stick and off the top bar and then bounced in. Story wins the faceoff. Back to Baker. Baker to Bentz. Bentz pass out of reach.
Scoring for Mustangs at 58 seconds in the second period, number 12, Bennett.
Smith collects it neutral, brings it in, forced against the boards.
By number 51.
Dropped it off to Story in the corner, round the back, looking for Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt overskated the puck. Mustangs come away with it. They get around Bentz. Shot there. Ugh, looked like Smith collided with the player behind the net. I didn't see it, but player looks hurt. No penalty assessed. Yohia center for the faceoff, loses it. Mustangs with it on the blue line. McDaniel almost on a breakaway. Dumped in, picked up by Baker on the near boards, trying to clear it out. Kept in, and then goes out to Redford and neutral. His pass across was up for grabs. Mustangs pick it up, dump it in. Yohi taps it up, past the ref, up high, shot hits Redford right in the middle. And that one hits Baker right in front, blocked. Great save by P.J. Brown after it was deflected low into the crease. And Baker will go to the box for a cross check. First penalty kill of the game for Des Moines. .39 left in the second. Bucks down 1-0. We only have two players out there. Pembroke, Van Tilburg, Story, and Follis will be out there for the penalty kill. Liam wins the faceoff off to Follis, who dumps it into neutral. Mustangs cross neutral, intercepted by Follis. Follis dumps it in towards the net. That'll be a shot for number 5. Puck still loose. It was in the crease. Puck came out deep, and then they tie it up against the far boards. Across the middle, Follis with it. This time they clear, but out of reach for their wingers. Van Tilburg up off the boards. Connects to Follis. Follis brings it in. They've given him space. He takes it, dumps it in, goes for a shift change. Mustangs get it back and send it wide. That'll go for icing. .46 left in the second. 38 seconds left on the penalty kill for Des Moines here. And Yohi, Bentz, McDaniel, and Marin out there on D. Face-off lost by Yohi. Goes back to Marin in neutral. Marin tried to connect to Yohi, sent it high. No icing as it hit a player on the blue line. Mustangs with it. Pass up, out of reach. Marin collects. Sends it for icing. Picked up on the blue line by the Mustangs. They bring it right up the middle. Sent wide. Not wide enough. Shot. It's up wide right. Kept in on the blue line by the Mustangs there. Yohi struggles to clear. Bentz can't clear either. Marin's in between. Blocks a shot. Sends it to the near boards. Bentz sends it around the back. Marin can't reach. Chases it down in the corner. Lost his skates. Yohi tried to clear, hit a couple players, and we are back to even strength. Cleared out of the zone. Wave off icing. Mustangs collect it behind the back of their net. I think that's Dupass picking it up in the corner, steals it back up the boards to Marin. Marin cross ice, a little slow to Bentz. Bentz, no room, dumps it deep. Picked up by Redford. Redford to Story. Story cross ice connects to Bentz. Bentz gets a shot. It's right in the middle. And then Story connected with a good shot. And a penalty coming against the Mustangs after... Oh, no, icing is the call. I saw him raising his hand. It looked like maybe unsportsmanlike. The Mustangs forcing McDaniel's stick away from him a couple times. It's right in front of the ref. Not sure why he didn't call it. Story at center for the faceoff. 8:10 left in the second. And let's say he won it. Sent it to the corner. It's contested for a minute. Goes back to Van Tilburg. Long shot for Van Tilburg. Wide right off the backboards. Rebound picked up by the Mustangs. Cleared out of the zone. Pembroke intercepts a pass. In neutral. Goes back to Smith, and offside's a call here. Story wins the faceoff back to Pembroke. Pembroke dumps it in. Ooh, handed it over. Story with it, getting a shot. Missed the post by a couple inches, wide right. Pembroke keeping it in. Smith with it. Smith to Story. Back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg couldn't get there. Mustangs got there first. Pembroke sending him wide. Poked the puck out. Lost his skates and into the boards. Mustangs 3 players back there. Connect. Pass up high. Edging closer. Deflected right in front. Didn't get on net. Almost had a close rebound attempt as well. Bouncing puck here. Batted down by the Mustangs. They stay on sides, but just barely. Send the puck deep. Bringing it right across. Pass sits in the crease. Sent up high. Mustangs collect. Shot hits Story in the face, it looked like. Good thing they're wearing cages. And he dumps it across neutral. A couple players collide. They dump it in. Picked up by the Mustangs in neutral. Hand pass here, so they should drop it at center. They'll drop it as if it were offsides. Yohe at center for the faceoff. 6:34 left in the second. Wins it. Back to Goldie. Goldie on D. Around the boards. By the Mustangs. Kept in by Bentz. Dumping it around again. And sent wide. Picked up by Goldie. Goldie keeps it in, but only for a moment. Mustangs sent it deep. Bentz will be the first one there, though. And sends it out. Shift change for the Mustangs. Almost a breakaway for McDaniel. Mustangs control it. And bring it in. Get around Yohe and McDaniel. And Bentz. Sent wide. Shot blocked. Sat in the crease, but sent out. Kept it on the blue line. Dumped deep. Save from PJ there. Centering again. No one posted up. Goldie's centering it behind. Still controlling the puck. Pass up to Redford. Connects. He brings it into the zone. Redford slowed down. Trying to center. Off the back. And caught in the net. Mustangs trying to clear. Hit their own player. And now they'll control and bring it out. Pass misses his man. No icing here. Bentz collects it near corner. Round the back. Dangerous pass. Intercepted. Yohe strips it, gives it back to Bentz. Bentz trying to dump it. Mustangs with it, far boards, and they'll take it behind their net. Stripped off by Story. They collect it. And offsides will be the call here after Smith overskated the puck. Liam at center, wins it. Split the defense, though. Goes the length. Pembroke now centers it up to Story. Story to Smith. 77 trying to center again. Connected, but Follis couldn't get the shot off. Stopped by Van Tilburg. Follis with it now. Shot wide left off the back. Picked up by Story. Centering it back to Pembroke from the point. Long shot wide right. Penalty being assessed here by the Mustangs. Cross check called. Third power play for Des Moines, I believe. So we'll drop it back over there on the Mustang side. Yohe at center for the faceoff. Lost it. Mustang sent it behind. McDaniel in pursuit. Pins it against the boards. Yohe comes in, steals it, gives it to Marin. Marin winds up. His shot hits a player in the back. Away they go. Van Tilburg steals it, sends it back the other way. And offside's a call here. Yohe wins that one. Van Tilburg to do pass. Out of reach for McDaniel. This one back to Marin. Dropped the puck up off the boards now after he recollected it. Kept in on the point, and they dump it deep. Xander Van Tilburg sends it around the boards to do pass. Redford cross to McDaniel. McDaniel tried to tap it to himself. Got tangled up. Yohe dumps it deep. Mustangs have it. Pinned it behind the boards. Redford getting knocked down, and second penalty coming. Trip is the call. I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe a hook. But we'll stay on the power play. Should be 5-on-3 for 31 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for another minute after that. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it. Follis. Follis to Pembroke. Shot deflected towards the net. Like a shot from Story and Pembroke there. Shot there off the backboards. Story collects it behind the net. It's like a breakdown. They're 5-on-3. Shot there off the backboards. Collected by Smith. Shot that time deflected wide right. Follis with it. Follis shot. Sinks it. Not sure who got the assist, but I'll give the goal to Carson Follis here. It actually takes us back to even strength. It was 5-on-4 by the time that shot went off.
Scoring for the Buccaneers, number 5, Carson Follis, unassisted.
They also gave it to him unassisted. Face-off won by Yohe. And offsides here. 2:21 left in the second. Score tied at 1. Yohe wins the face-off. Do pass to Bentz. Bentz brings it in, sends it towards the net, wide right and behind. Rebounds picked up by the Mustangs. Trying to clear, kept in by Goldie. And Yohe barely keeping it in. He thought it was offsides, it looked like. Dumped around by Goldie now. Pass pinned it in the corner. Yohe can't control it. Bentz now, long shot. He's up on the near boards. Mustangs clearing it out. Redford keeps it in, doesn't get much of a shot off there, and a hand pass from Des Moines. Story at center for the faceoff. Somehow winning it. Didn't look like he even touched the puck. Marin tapped it off. Like a couple players colliding there. Hildebrandt up the boards to Story. Story makes space. Cleared across to Smith. Out of reach, though. Mustangs with it on their side now. Up the boards, clearing it out of the zone. Story has it against the boards here. Taps it off to Smith. Smith brings it across the middle. Hildebrandt still controlling. Oh, wide open back door, but he missed it wide right. It seems like there's a wide skill gap in some of these shifts for the Mustangs. Tapped off to Smith here. Smith works around the D. A shot off the back of the post. Collected by the Mustangs. And pass across. Bringing it through neutral. Xander's back on D. And a shot and a block by PJ as he swallows that puck up. Yohe winning the faceoff. Back to Bentz. Bentz pass across, trying to connect to Redford, but doesn't get through traffic. Pembroke sends the puck wide. Mustangs look to collect it, trying to center, hits skates. Yohe kicks it to himself, clears it out of the zone. Mustangs with it at center, tap it back. Picked up by Dupass, and Mustangs come away with it. Mustangs still finding a way, doesn't matter. As the second period's over, score tied 1-1. And the third period will commence shortly. I'll tune back in with you before then. Geared up, ready to go. Goldie loses the faceoff. Mustangs dump it in, picked up by Bentz on our side. Back to neutral. Welch had it pinned. Mustangs come away with it. Pass across the middle is picked up and brought into the zone. Goldie forces the puck up high to the point. Follis intercepts a pass. Clears it out of the zone. Gets it back to neutral. Mustangs, hard pass, off skates. Welch dropped it though. Goldie skates around one. Has it stripped on the boards up high. Now Bentz with it. Bentz trying to dump it in. Fanned on a backhand there. Mustangs trying to bring it in. Stay on sides. Long shot. Blockered across by PJ. Goldie to Welch. And Follis. Paula skates through traffic. Looking for a shot. Like he hit the goalie right in the face mask. Picks up the rebound. Second shot. Rebound to look like Welch didn't connect. Story went down hard there. Saved by PJ. A shot by Follis, I believe, from earlier. Puck ended up behind the net. Mustangs strip it from Story, take it up the far boards. Smith angles him off the puck and steals it. Lost his skates, though. Like some of the parents on our side were calling for a trip. No call. Smith trying to send him wide. Comes across the middle. Pass across. Looking for a shot. Doesn't get it. Story strips it. Brings it himself. Smith posts up far side. Pass connects. Smith. Shot. Scores. 77 from 37. Just 2 minutes into this one. And the Bucs get the first lead of the game with 11:06 left in the third period. Yohe at center for the faceoff. Wins it back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg to Dupass. Dupass to Yohe. Didn't quite control it, though.
Scoring for the Buccaneers at 1:54.
Marin sends a player wide.
77, Tucker Smith.
Kicks the skate off. Yohe collides with the player.
37, Liam Story.
Like McDaniel getting checked down behind. Mustangs controlling. Pass up front. Fanned on a shot. Kept in on the point. Pass can't clear. Deeper now. Marin forces a player to the corner. They center, but only Bucs are there. Yohe skates through some sticks and is dumped deep by the Mustangs. Yohe with it behind the net. He gets forced down. They send it near side against the boards. Mustangs overskated, and Van Tilburg sent it to the corner. Trying to center, doesn't get through. Marin with it now, and a cross check against 87. No, trip is the call. Not what we needed. Up by one with 10:05 left in the third. Minute 30 power play for the Mustangs. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it. Back to Pembroke. Pembroke tried to get it back to Story. Didn't get there. Dumped deep by the Stangs. Pembroke sends it up the near board. Centered. Collected. Shot from the middle. Ends up wide. Second shot from the crease almost. Bentz pushes the player down, but no call. Kept in on the line and then dropped off, but literally dropped and picked up by Story as he takes it into the zone. Dumps it deep, goes for a shift change. 9:32 left in the third, and less than a minute left on the power play for the Mustangs here. Almost a shot from Goldie comes off, so they dropped it in the crease. Bent sends him wide, puck poked off. Second shot there off the corner into the backboards, collected near. Pembroke stops it and bounces this one wide. It looks like it's on net. Nope, but no icing. Waves it off since he wasn't skating to go collect it. Hildebrandt skating down to pick it up. Pass picked off. Hildebrandt shot. Hits a stick and ends up wide. Hildebrandt collects it on the backboards. Kicks it to himself. Sends it around the back. Mustangs collect it far corner. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill for Des Moines here as their pass misses, goes for icing. No, they wave it off, but we are back to even strength. Bentz coming across the middle, dangerous, but kept the puck. Dropped it. And Smith goes off sides there. .826 left in the third. Score 2-1, Bucs up. Yohe Wins the faceoff back to Van Tilburg, who dumps it in. Mustangs collect it, bring it out. McDaniel forces it off. Stays in neutral. Mustangs have it. Pass misses his man. Yohi collects and dumps it far corner. Redford skating, trying to collect it. Like Yohi went down, then he gets cross-checked. And no retaliation, so cross-check is the call. Bucs on the power play with 7:53 left in the game. And a 1-goal lead. Yohi's up, holding his back a little bit, but Levi will be all right, it looks like. Lines up for the face-off. Ref's talking to the coach. And they're ready. Yohi wins the face-off back to Van Tilburg. Long shot and then a second one. So a shot from Van Tilburg and a goal from McDaniel, it looked like. Bucs get the power play goal, back to even strength with 7:47 left in the game. Bucs up by 2, score 3-1. Face-off won by Goldie. Goldie's pulling double duties. He was on defense earlier.
Scoring for the Buccaneers, number 9, Luke McDaniel.
Ball is stealing the puck, but collected by the Mustangs, and they'll bring it in. One of their good players, forced wide by Xander Van Tilburg, collects the puck. Player went hard into the boards, looked like offsides. Went down hard into the boards over there, he's still laying down. It didn't look like Van Tilburg did anything there. But he lost his skates and went hard into the boards. We'll stop it with 7:21 left in the third here as they check on their player. Coach slowly walking out. Ref's talking to Coach Baker over there. Come to some kind of agreement, and we're up and ready to go. Goldie's still at center for the faceoff. Wins it back to Marin. Marin up to Follis, out of reach. Mustangs back to Marin. Ooh, Marin fanned on a pass, but it gets through traffic, connects with Goldie. Goldie still with it, has it stripped against the boards, far side. Follis collects it, centers it up to Goldie. Goldie can't control it for long. Stick lifted by Goldie. Goldie gets tripped, no call. And they'll call it now. Back to the power play for Des Moines, and the parents are unhappy. Minute and a half power play coming up for Des Moines. Yohi, Dupass, and McDaniel on offense. Benson Baker back on D for the power play unit here. Yohi wins it, collects the puck from Dupas and gets a quick shot. Five seconds off the power play there. 6:44 left in the third. Yohi loses that one. Mustangs send it to far corner, picked up by McDaniel. McDaniel back to Baker. Baker, long shot, hit a player, deflected wide, near corner. McDaniel with it. Over to Dupas. Dupas couldn't control, though. Ends up on the far boards. Yohi lifts a stick. Mustangs send it around the back. Dupas collects the puck. Pass back to Baker. Baker to Redford, it looked like, to Yohi. McDaniel, shot, blocked by the goalie, sent to the boards. Rebound collected and kept in by Baker. Puck still there, kept in by Baker. This time it squeaks out. Bent's back on D, 2-on-1, but he steals the puck, sends it out of the zone. Good play from Bent's. They dump it in. Yohi collects, cross-ice pass to McDaniel. As the players collide at center ice. Bent's comes away with the puck. Parents are upset that no penalty was called there, but they just kind of collected. They were in the same space. Hildebrandt can't control it for long. It's dumped out. Van Tilburg rushing back. Doesn't matter. This is one of their fast ones. Right in. Got a stick out. And sunk it. Short-handed goal from the Mustangs there. I don't know. It looked like Van Tilburg actually poked his stick away. But must have collected it and just slid it right in behind the ankle of PJ Brown there. Score 3-2. 4 seconds left of power play for the Bucs. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it back to Xander Van Tilburg. To Graham.
Scoring for the Mustangs, number 15, Landon Donahue.
Story collecting the puck in neutral, brought into the zone. Gets around traffic, one more man to beat, gets a shot off. It's in the crease, they're looking for the puck. Missed shot from 37 there. No goal, but a close one. We're back to even strength with 5:05 left in the game. Players realize they're on the wrong side. Now they switch across. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it, kicks it back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg sends it towards the net, goes wide. And they get around Pembroke. He steals the puck, though. Great play. And then taps it deep to the corner. He's going to go pick this one up. Mustangs get there first. They send it around the boards near side. Story taps it off to Smith. This one squeaks out to neutral. Kicked and controlled by Pembroke up to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt sent wide. Drops it back to Story. Story gets dropped. No call. Slow to get up, it looks like. Pass across, hits Van Tilburg's skates. Van Tilburg collects. Passes up to Story. Liam dumps it in from the center line and goes for a shift change. McDaniel in pursuit of the puck. Mustangs get there first behind the back of their net. We've slowed him down. Fallis stopped it, but then they recollect and center it out. Marin taps it up to Fallis, doesn't connect. This time they bring it in. Baker back on D, taps it wide. Goldie and McDaniel struggle to control and way offsides by the Mustangs there. Mustangs logo is a Mustang head chewing through a hockey stick. It's kind of funny. Face off won by Goldie. Back to Marin. Sends it for icing. So we'll try it again from Bucs side of the ice. 3:33 left in the game, and Bucs up 3-2. Yohe wins the faceoff, quickly stolen back by the Mustangs. Dumped around, Baker with it. Baker to Smith. Smith had it stolen, and they collect the puck, trying to bring it across for a shot. Hits Yohe, it looked like. Near boards, Dupass to Yohe. Yohe lowered his shoulder, but they didn't call anything. Smith has it in the corner, taps it, trying to collect it. Mustangs have it behind their net, back the other way. Marin and Baker back on D. Baker skates through the puck, steals it, sent to the corner, and up high. Shot doesn't get through traffic. Mustangs collect it up. From the blue line, long shot hit Marin. They almost got a second one deflected off Marin. That one looked like it hit him in the back. Great save by PJ there. .234 left in the game. Go with a 1-point lead. Timeout called by the Mustangs here. And I'll tune back in with you after that's completed. Timeout's over. We're ready to go. 1-goal lead. I don't feel too comfortable with 2:34 left in the game. Hopefully we can clear it out and get some offensive puck time here. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it off to Bentz. Bentz pass across through traffic. Isn't controlled. Story almost stripped it back. Mustangs bring it in. Stolen by Follis. Follis has it tapped off his stick, and they bring it back the other way. Across the middle. Still with it. Shot, block, second shot. That one went wide. Deflected up high. Goldie, it looks like, sends it to the corner. And Bentz with it now. Less than 2 minutes left as he gets past a defender. One more to beat. Hits the player right in the back, and the shot doesn't get on net. This one squeaks out to McDaniel. McDaniel with a shot. That one gets on net. Goalie dropped down and stopped it, and he collects his own rebound there. Pembroke trying to get it closer up. Pembroke with it, sends it in. Far side. Trip coming against the Bucs. I'm not sure I agree, but be on penalty kill for the rest of the game. 1:26 left in the game. Timeout called by the Bucs now. I'll tune back in with you after that. Okay, back ready to go. I think Coach Baker wanted to give the kids a little breather. Yohi at center for the faceoff. Yohi, Baker, Smith, and Bentz out there. Yohi wins the faceoff, sends it to the corner. Then sends it up high. Long shot. Blocked by PJ as he tries to jump down on it. Minute 17 left in the game. Empty net for the Mustangs here. Face-off won by Yohi again. Off to Smith. Smith slowed it down, controlled the puck. Now it's pinned against the boards. Yohi and Smith digging for it. Oof, coming across. One man to beat. Good block by PJ there. Sends it to the corner. Sent far side by Bentz, it looked like. Baker trying to pin the puck. And Yohi coming away with it. Puck bounced a little bit. Baker can't clear it either. Ends up high. Backhand shot. Tried to clear by Bentz. Hit his man in the back. And cleared out of the zone. Baker going down. Looked like he got hit behind the play there. Hopefully it's on camera. I didn't quite see what happened. 31 seconds left in the game. Got the Xanders back on D. Redford and Liam on offense. Face off. Let's say he won it. And then cleared out. Sent the length of the ice. Now the Bucs bring it in. Dupass skated through his stick and hits a player, goes wide. Won't be an empty netter, not enough speed on it. 10 seconds left now. Drop the puck, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Offside's a call here with 0.4 seconds left. Bucs are going to take third here. They just whistle it dead. Not enough time to do anything with. Bucs take home their second win of the weekend after a tough loss last night. Championship game to follow. I won't be streaming that one. 4-hour drive home in the snow. That'll be fun. But I'll leave everything up and ready for you guys. You can watch the handshakes. I think we have next weekend off and then a tournament in Chicago the weekend after that. Hopefully you can tune in for that. And even if not, thank you for being here this weekend. Appreciate everyone.
At this time, we would like to present patches for the Mora Mustangs. Number 19, Wyatt Bobin with the hat trick patch. And number 13, Wyatt Jensen with the Playmaker patch. Every tournament, we also like to give out a sportsmanship award to a team that displays great sportsmanship on and off the ice, and we would like to present that to Mora. And for third place in the River Falls Youth Hockey Association tournament, it goes to the Des Moines Buccaneers. Congratulations. Again, thank you for coming out. Have a safe trip home.